Welcome, dear punters, to AI Sports Predictor, where we don't just make picks, we expose the truth behind the numbers. Tonight, we're headed to Hockeytown, where the Detroit Red Wings are looking to snap their brutal skid against the Buffalo Sabres at Little Caesars Arena. So, sit back, grab a drink, unless you've been on a losing streak, in which case, perhaps rethink that, and let's crack this game wide open. First, the state of Detroit. Ah, yes. The land of muscle cars, Motown legends, and lately, a hockey team crashing harder than a rookie behind the wheel of a Dodge Challenger. 6 straight losses. That's not just bad, that's considering a career change bad. But don't count them out just yet. In their last game, they fired 50 shots on goal against the Senators and still lost 2-1. 50 shots. That's like throwing 50 darts at a board and missing the bullseye every single time. It's not just bad luck, it's a crisis of confidence. Then, there's Buffalo. The Sabres finally snapped their own 6-game losing streak with a 3-2 win over the Oilers. Tage Thompson showed up like a man on a mission, dropping 2 goals on Edmonton like it was nothing. But before we start throwing confetti, let's talk about their defense. 3.48 goals allowed per game. That's 30th in the NHL. That's not defense, that's an open invitation. That's leaving the front door unlocked with a sign that says help yourself. If Detroit has any sense, they should be licking their lips right now. Head-to-head matchups? Last time out, Buffalo took a 5-3 win back in October. Then, Detroit edged them in December 6-5 in a shootout. So, these two? They love a high-scoring mess of a game. Which brings us to, what's the move? Detroit's at home. They're desperate. Buffalo's still leaking goals like a ship with 100 holes in the hull. And our AI has spoken, and today's AI pick is, the Detroit Red Wings Moneyline at 136. Not the sexiest pick, but in a game of 2 teams fumbling their way through March, we ride with the team that's overdue for a win. Game 1 in the books, but we're just getting started. On to Game 2.
And tonight, we're in Cowtown, where the Calgary Flames and Vancouver Canucks are about to drop the gloves figuratively, maybe literally. This isn't just a game. This is war for the final wild card spot. Flames 70 points. Canucks 6-9 points. 19 games left. No room for error. A win here isn't just about securing 2 points, it's about shoving your rival further down the cliff. Let's talk history. Flames lead the season series 2-1 first meeting. 6-5 Flames in OT, an absolute train wreck of a game that started with Vancouver leading 4-1 and ended with Calgary stealing the win. Second game. Canucks answered back 3-1. Vancouver shut it down, controlled the pace, and skated off comfortably. Third game. Flames 3-1 on New Year's Eve. The hits, the fights, the bad blood, it all boiled over. Now we get round 4. And the stakes have never been higher. Calgary's X Factor. Home ice. Flames coach Ryan Huska says the city is buzzing. The Saddledome is going to be a madhouse. Flames forward Jonathan Huberdeau is feeling it too, saying every game feels like a playoff game. Vancouver's X Factor. They've been in survival mode for weeks. No strangers to these fights. They know they need to take this game to stay alive in the standings. So, what's the move? Our guy has crunched the numbers, analyzed the matchups, and after breaking it all down. And today's AI pick is the Calgary Flames Moneyline. Home ice. Playoff atmosphere. A team that's got momentum and a crowd ready to blow the roof off. 2 games down, but we're far from finished. On to Game 3.
Here we go again. Back-to-back hockey. Nothing quite like it. The Anaheim Ducks are dragging their tired legs into Utah after playing the Capitals last night, and now they've got to deal with a hockey club that's been lighting the lamp with ease. Let's cut through the noise. Utah. They've put up at least 3 goals in 4 of their last 5 games. Anaheim. Same thing, 5 of their last 6. Both teams are scoring. Both teams are leaking goals. And let's talk about those goalie numbers, shall we? In their last 5 games, both goaltending combos have a combined save percentage under 90.5%. And the Ducks? They're the worst team in the NHL at limiting shots. So, unless Anaheim finds some magical energy boost after their back-to-back, Utah's going to get plenty of chances. And here's the kicker: as long as Utah can generate shots, some are bound to go in. So, what's the move? The AI has spoken. And today's AI pick is over 5.5 goals. The Ducks are playing on tired legs. Utah's offense is clicking. The goaltending, suspect at best. This one has goals written all over it. That's 3 games down, but don't get comfortable with just getting started. On to Game 4.
All right, punters, time for the final act. The Montreal Canadiens rolling into Seattle to take on the Kraken at Climate Pledge Arena. And let's be clear, one team is fresh, the other is running on fumes. Montreal? They just played the Canucks last night. That means tired legs, slow transitions, and a little extra burn in those third-period shifts. Meanwhile, Seattle's been waiting for them, fully rested, ready to pounce. Let's talk numbers. Montreal sits 17th in the league in goals scored, 184. Decent. Respectable. But that 206 goals allowed? That's where the issues start creeping in. Their penalty kill has been under constant fire, 202 times short-handed this season. The most in the NHL. They spend more time in the box than some teams spend in the offensive zone. And Seattle? 191 goals this season, right on par with Montreal. Their goaltending is more stable, with Joey Daccord holding a .908 save percentage. And at home? They've been playing tougher, keeping games within reach. Now let's talk about the real kicker, Montreal's fatigue. The Kraken are rested. The Canadiens are running on empty. That's a bad combination for a road team trying to pull off a win. So, what's the move? The AI has crunched the numbers, simulated the matchups, and after breaking it all down. And today's AI pick is the Seattle Kraken Moneyline. Montreal's traveling, tired, and prone to defensive lapses. The Kraken? Rested, at home, and in position to capitalize. AI pick recap. Let's run it back one more time. Red Wings Moneyline, 135, Detroit capitalizing on Buffalo's weak defense. Flames Moneyline, 125, Calgary protecting home ice in a must-win against Vancouver. Ducks vs. Utah. Over 5.5, 2 struggling defenses. 2 offenses heating up. Goals, goals, goals. Kraken Moneyline, 135, rested versus tired. A bad spot for Montreal. A prime spot for Seattle. That's 4 solid plays. You know what to do next. And if you haven't already, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's keep this train rolling. We don't just predict games, we expose the truth behind them. That's a wrap, but we're just getting started.